A major policy change by the Trump administration will impact the U.S. citizenship for children of some service members and government employees born outside the United States. The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services stating children residing abroad with their U.S. citizen parents who are U.S. government employees or members of the U.S. Armed Forces stationed abroad are not considered to be residing in the United States for acquisition of citizenship. Let's bring in Pam Bondi. She's former Florida Attorney General. This makes it sound like, I have a son who was in the military, was overseas. He wasn't married at the time, but if he had had a kid over there, it makes it sound like that child is not going to be a U.S. citizen.
And John, you said it very accurately. It makes it sound like, and that's what Nancy Pelosi's been doing with all the propaganda, saying that it's an attack on our citizens, it's an attack on our military, and it's not. They're simply following the law, and Director Cuccinelli has made it very clear. I think the perfect example is if you're a soldier overseas and you marry a woman who has a child, that child just needs to establish residency in the United States afterwards. It's in no way, shape, or form, according to Cuccinelli, according to the White House, going to block anyone from becoming a citizen. They just have to establish residency, just like the State Department, and do it in the right way.
Here's a tweet from Director Cuccinelli. He writes, "The policy manual update today does not affect who is born a U.S. citizen, period. It only affects children who were born outside the U.S. and were not U.S. citizens. This does not impact birthright citizenship." So the hue and the cry from, Nancy Pelosi and others is misguided, you're saying?
It is, and it's a shame that we all can't work together now, and she has to use the word attacks and horrible for our families, and that's not the case at all. If she had just read the policy manual and listened to Director Cuccinelli, no one is going to try to block children who are part of our service members from becoming U.S. citizens if they're born abroad.
You're in Washington.